Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Kevin Harvick's Gravedigger Ford for 2021. One of the hottest selling diecast and one of the hottest paint schemes of last year. And I'm kind of disappointed it just has the generic Kevin Harvick box. You know, if there was any car that they should give a special box to, I feel like this was definitely it. Like, I'm surprised there's not even, like, a Monster Jam logo on the box or anything. Like, this could have been cool. You could have that picture of, like, the truck behind the car on the front of the box or something. I don't know. But anyways, it is just the generic box. Got Kevin Harvick, number 4, Stewart-Haas Racing. Picture of Kevin right there. Kevin Harvick down the side, Stewart-Haas Racing, standard finish. Got to render the car right there. They made a total of 7,824 of these things. Like I said, it's one of the hottest selling diecasts. You don't see numbers like that very often anymore. Got Stewart-Haas Racing, standard finish, number 4, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, number 4, Stewart-Haas Racing. 2021 Action Racing Collectibles, number 4. And you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. And now let's get down to the car itself. And you, of course, have to bring in a Gravedigger to go with it. You can't buy this car without actually buying a Gravedigger. See if I can even fit them on screen at the same time. This Gravedigger's from, like, wave, I want to say, like, 7. I forget exactly what wave this is. This is the one with the black center rim with the kind of silver beadlock, which I'm pretty sure doesn't run like that anymore, but I know back in the early 2000s, Dennis Anderson did used to run those kind of rims, that kind of a throwback look. But you have plenty of different choices for Gravediggers if you want them. There's one with green rims, one with purple rims, and so on and so forth. There's one that's coming out in the first wave of 2022 that is a purple rim Gravedigger, so if you really want one, you can probably just wait for that one. The one I use the most is actually the, I kind of customized it, but it's a Gravedigger where it has the original, it's the original chassis from wave 1, which has the gray center rim with the green beadlock, and then I put one of the, like, brand new bodies on it, because the original body was not very accurate, but by now they've got it, like, almost identical to the real truck, so I didn't want to use that one on screen, so just everyone would be like, how do I get that one? Where's that one? But I love this one because, like I said, that's kind of a cool throwback look, and it's, you know, we don't really get Gravedigger rims that are anything but, like, green and purple nowadays. It's cool they did this as kind of a throwback, and then, like, even recently, in their 1/64 scale line, they released a little Gravedigger that has white rims, which is, you know, a very big throwback. Like, that was, like, mid-early 90s. There was only, like, one of the Gravediggers that occasionally ran with white rims. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, enough of a tangent on Gravedigger. Let's focus on the Kevin Harvick car. And, man, this thing is just beautiful. They recreated the Gravedigger paint scheme on this car just so perfectly. And Lionel got all the little details, all the tombstones, and all of that. Just a fantastic paint scheme. Like I said, this thing is huge for NASCAR and Monster Jam. Like, let's be honest here. Gravedigger is more famous and more well-known than pretty much anyone in NASCAR currently. Like, there's people outside of any of these things that will be able to, like, oh, hey, Gravedigger. And nobody's going to be like, oh, hey, Chase Elliott. Like, this is more well-known than anyone, basically, in NASCAR right now. More well-known than Kevin Harvick. Like, even, like, a couple months ago when I was just buying, like, one of the 124 Gravediggers at, like, Target, like, literally just, like, the random old guy in the checkout line was like, oh, hey, Gravedigger. Was like, literally, that's how, like, famous Gravedigger is. Nobody sees an authentic and be like, wow, Chase Elliott. He said, this is huge for NASCAR and Monster Jam. I kind of hope they bring this back this year in some way because, you know, it is the 4 car. This year's Gravedigger's 40th anniversary, so you can kind of run, like, a 40th anniversary using the 4 somehow. Now let's move forward. I don't know. Hopefully they can find a way to at least get some sort of another Monster Jam paint scheme. Or hell, if you want to get outside Gravedigger, even just do like a Maximum Destruction paint scheme or something. That could be fun. I don't know, but let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Gravedigger and 2 Monster Jam logos. Got Ford Mustang number 4 and Stewart-Haas Racing. Down the side, you have the Gravedigger logo. Got Haas, Jimmy John's, and Hunt Brothers Pizza down there. Front of the rear wheel, you got Busch Light, Fields, and Exalta. Got Monster Jam by the contingency panel right there. Got Ford, Mobile One, Haas, Hunt Brothers Pizza, and Rush Truck Centers on the B post, and Mobile One on the C post. Kevin Harvick's name right there with the American flag. On the back, you have Monster Jam and Bad to the Bone. Got Mobile One, got the Ford Michigan license plate and number 4. Got Monster Jam and the Stack Gravedigger logo on the deck lid, as well as Busch on the roof. This is number 4,451, so they did make a lot of these things. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. So you got powered by Ford Mobil 1 Haas and Wix filters. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no deck lid. The roof flaps, of course, do open. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. Like I said, just a beautiful paint scheme. I love Gravedigger. I have my whole life, so this is something I never thought I'd see. And like I said, I do give credit to Lionel. They did get all the tombstones, and they do have all the names on them. I was curious if they were going to get the licensing to all this. Because you got, like, you know, Blue Thunder, Monster Mutt, Mohawk Warrior. You got the Adam Ryan Kristen Tombstone, Pirate's Curse, Dragon, Zombie, Max D, El Toro Loco. Got the Here Lies Dennis Anderson Gravestone, the House, the Moon, the Fog. So you got the, you know, around the back you have the Skull Ghost Mountain thing. I'm sure it has a name, I don't know. But just a beautiful, beautiful car. I kind of wish they would have gotten the, you know, roof skull, the Grim on here somehow. If anything, just put on the deck lid. You don't need the Monster Jam and the Gravedigger logo again right there, or put it right there next to the Gravedigger logo. I don't know. Like I said, it's got all the flames. It has that little, like, silver line with the point on it that all the Gravediggers have. I'm sure it had the little lines under that Gravedigger logo there, too. The funny thing is, when they first unveiled it, it didn't have the Monster Jam logos on either side, but then they added that for the race for some reason. I'm really not sure why it has a yellow number. That's probably the one thing I don't understand about this car. It's like, why don't you just do, like, a white number with the red outline like the Gravedigger logo? Yellow is just such a random color. The only yellow on this car is, like, the very edge of the flame and then the Monster Jam logo. So just a beautiful, beautiful car. I'm very happy we got this. And like I said, this car was like a huge story even with the diecast. Because, you know, they initially said, we're probably not going to be able to offer this because, you know, Spin Master has the diecast license. And then they said, like, hold on, we might actually be able to offer this. And it was like, holy crap. And then they offered it, and they could only make so many of them. So it sold out within like 5 minutes on all the stores. People already had like, pre-order $700 on eBay. Hate those scumbags. And I guess that Lionel just saw how much popularity it had, so they went back and actually were able to reopen it and basically make as many as they wanted. So it's honestly kind of funny because that basically stuck a middle finger to the scalpers. I say everyone was laughing on like the Facebook groups and stuff because there were so many people that were just like, oh, I accidentally brought 5. I need to sell some of them. It's like, you didn't accidentally buy anything. You initially bought 5, tried to cheat the system so you could have 5 of them, sell them up 500 a piece and make bank. And now you got a middle finger stuck to you by Lionel, and I love it. There's so many people that had like so many of these and couldn't get rid of them and couldn't cancel them. Because I'm pretty sure they limited it when they first went up. Like, it was only like 1 or 2 a person, and you know, people were like making different accounts and, you know, using their like family members to make an account just to buy more of them so they could sell them and scalp them. And to watch those people just get completely screwed over is amazing. I love it. It's always kind of funny. You just have, like I said, there was like literally a post where everyone was laughing at those kind of people that would just come up and be like, I accidentally bought 3 elites. It's like, you didn't do that. There was no accidentally there, buddy. So this is the perfect car. It's a car that any collector can get now, and the scalpers don't want. Like, it's a car it's not going to be worth like hundreds of dollars. But if you're a fan and you love this paint scheme as much as I do, or, you know, if you're a true collector, then you can get this car easily. Said it is a beautiful car. It's definitely one of the best paint schemes in the past, like, decade. If even, like, decades. So my still only complaint with this car is they did not make a 164 scale. Which is because Spin Master owns, you know, the rights to the 164 scale line. But, like, you know, if I bust in this, like, white Gravedigger again, the white real one. It's like, you know, anyone, I've said this, like, multiple times before, but it was a mistake. Because, you know, anyone who goes into the store, even if it's an Authentics or whatever, buys a 164 scale of this Harvick car, is immediately going to go down the pegs and buy a 164 scale Gravedigger to go with it. I said that so many times in videos by now. It's like, come on, Spin Master. You could have helped your own sales in that, you know, same boat. I don't understand why they wanted to be so weird about the 164. I said, even just make it a retail exclusive so people do go buy. Nobody's going to buy this car and not want a Gravedigger to go with it. Which I do kind of find it funny that there's, you know, a lot of the people that have a Gravedigger to go with this have the Breaking World Records yellow rim version of this car. I have the 124, but I don't know where it is, but like here's the 164 of it. This one. It's the Gravedigger with the, you know, yellow rims and the Breaking World Records logo. Because this is one that's laying around at Target in 124 scale and nobody wants it. So that's like the one that everyone's buying. I think it's just hilarious that there's so many people that have that specific one as the Gravedigger with this. Because honestly, that's like Kristen Anderson's just like one-off Gravedigger. Like, I don't think that really works with this because you want just like a regular Gravedigger to go with a regular car. But I don't know. I just find that funny that like there's some, that's probably like the only one that's easy to find in stores because no really Monster Jam fans really like those Breaking World Records trucks. But so if you want this card as a brand new release, you can get it right now. There are a ton of them, so this will not get rare anytime soon. I don't think it's ever going to really go down in value just because it's so popular. Like, I would not be the person that waits for this to be $10. Like, I don't think it's ever going to be that. It's probably going to stay at retail. But, you know, there's still cars like Dale Jr.'s 2014 Daytona 500 win. They made a lot of those, and that one still got rare, so you never know. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get free shipping any order over $20. So go check that out if you want anything. But I think pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Kevin Harvick's Gravedigger Ford Mustang from 2021. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.